charts from tulips to crypto. Same curve, new curve, same folks get ripped though. Pat drops a punchline, call that fate or fraud. Crowd shouts back, either way it's on. Skeptical robot, roast them on sight. Point at the circus and flip on the lights. Laugh at the bullshit louder each night. I've been selling magic beans since forever. Stay cause they talk and reach together. Bringing out buying, we're just dying of laughter.
Are you guys ready?
Neko no gummi, red ゼリーみたいな毛並みマイクと腹をかき捨ててリングサイドに座り技を意識する野上腰に指輪が入ってるよドラッグキスフレックスマットはどこ紫にこんな髪彼にはキックの命と秘密のダジャレがあるレスリングのカオス彼こそがそれだエルボードロー彼にはジョークがある彼は解説の王者だボディスラー見ると紫のフレア髪の声がどこにでも響く
Fingers dance on ivory keys so sly. Punchline sharper than a needle's eye. He's got jokes that sting and a wink to the crowd. Soft notes sing, but his fists talk loud. Laugh it up or take the punch. Pat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin. Hard cat spins like a late night jam. Stories rolling like a battering ram. He's the kind of guy who'll crack a joke, then remind you life's just a puff of smoke. Comedy cuts like a boxer's jab. Left hook humor, grab your cab. Piano smiles, but don't you forget he's the maestro. But there's muscle in his set. Laugh it up or take the punch. Cat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin.
On fire, I'm gonna push you over the wire. Perfect timing, tight as a drum. You find the battle's already won. I'm taking hold of every moment, given strength by the breath of life. I'm gonna stake my claim. I'll fight to survive. Worked hard every night and day, so I'm prepared.
How is everybody
What up,
doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Welcome to Skeptical Robot. I am Luigi Greenberg, and with me, as always, are my amazing, wonderful co-hosts, Mr. Pat Dixon.
What's up?
Wait, you know what? Actually, let me go over here so you can actually play some intro music. Hold on. There you go.
Hey, look at that, man. That old, I remember those. I'm sorry, I know we're not talking about him yet, but I love that fucking background.
Thank you.
That's great. I like the music. And Mr. Gummi Chainsaw, I have your music right here.
What
Hey,
up,
everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? We have already had some fantastic generosity from our amazing audience, starting off the show with Mr. Hamhead. Celebrating 19 months of membership.
We got to get that cop chick farting in the elevator.
Oh, that's right. That is a good one. Yeah, we need to cut that that audio and maybe the video too. You know, never know when it might come in handy. Thank you so much for celebrating 19 months of membership. That is actually an odd number to see. I cannot believe I've been doing this for 19 months. That is crazy. Pat, I think I have mentioned it before, but Hamhead was my first subscriber and my first member.
Nice.
So, you know what? I owe a lot to him, and he even contributed to tonight's show. We're going to get to it shortly. Trust me, you're going to love it. And also, Hamhead gifted us with 10 Luigi Greenberg memberships.
Psychopath. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's so
you.
good. I wish my
So
head was
much.
under the covers right now.
Thank you very much for the 10 Luigi Greenberg memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about one of these? Thank you so
I'm just reading this
much.
as farts, 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 farts. Everybody.
I saw something here I wanted to show. I liked, Pat, you did a show earlier today with Adam Bush. Definitely want to give that some attention because I loved that you addressed the terrible impressions that people do of you. And so I just love that we're now seeing, yeah, see, just in the chat, bring it. I love it. That's great.
I end every sentence
see.
with C, see? What comes after A, B, see?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be flipping a coin in your right hand while you talk?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. A chain I can swing around.
Or how
With a
about
bowler
this
hat
one?
on.
A nice little hybrid of, oh, I'm Edward G. Robinson. See? Oh. And Donna G, thank you very much for the
love you,
$9.99.
Donna.
Have a great show, boys. Oh, that's great. I love that.
So good.
I love that so much. That's great. Wishing all a wonderful weekend. Thank you
Same to you, Miss Donna.
so much. Yes, same to you. And also, oh, wait, we got more here. The One Pun, thank you for the one Luigi Greenberg membership. Thank you very much. Big shout out to a beautiful head of hair.
Yes.
We talked about it on the last episode. Just got to bring it up. That is an amazing, impressive head of hair. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I see Spurg Snake in the chat.
What up, Spurg?
All right. Spurg was actually supposed to be on the show. Send him a link. He says he still feels bad. Okay. Sorry.
Gotcha, bro.
Next week, Spurg. Whenever. You have an open invitation. Not like we have to tell you. But hope you get better. Let's see here. Also, Bacon Bits just became a member. Thank you, Bacon Bits. Why is it? Oh, there you go.
Bacon.
Has been doing some John coverage.
Kid's killing it.
great job and making a name for himself, getting a lot of members very quickly. Good for you, Bacon Bits.
Yes.
Glad.
Don't be
to
offended. I'm
have
calling you kid. I'm old.
He is a kid. It's all right. Now, also, we have a couple of super tips here. Let's get these up. First one, also from Miss Donna G.
You heard it here, folks. Luigi Greenberg on TSN.
That's great. Yes, I was on TSN doing a wrap up of the legal proceedings on Wednesday, and some people didn't like it. And also Dermbag. Shout outs to Dermbag.
Victor, I'm in the TV.
That's I love the Kit voice. That's great. Yes, please, folks. The super tip link is pinned in the chat. Please consider supporting us through super tips. We have some fun voices. We have Mr. T. Billy Mays? I don't know why my mind just blanked on him. Kenneth Copeland, Mr. T, and Kit from Knight Rider, and Andre the Giant. I'm sorry, I said Mr. T twice. Andre the Giant also. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Now, tonight is the final episode of the Amityville Horror. What are we calling this? Revisiting. The revisiting of the Amityville Horror story
Arc.
Yes. Hopefully the last episode. You never know. You might make.
Yeah, scary noises.
Every time we say the word Amityville, play that. I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw a movie on Tubi, and it's called Amityville in the Hood.
Oh,
And what happens is,
I got a better one for you.
wait, you gotta hear the story about this.
Okay.
So these people in the ghetto, the movie takes place in Compton, but somehow the Amityville house is there, and they grow weed, and whoever smokes this weed gets possessed by demons. Not a good movie.
You're kidding.
Bro, I'm dead ass. It's that too, because I saw it.
I'm saying you're kidding that it's not a good movie.
like when I saw it, because I was like, I have to watch it. Amityville in the Hood. How can you not? And then the first thing it says is like Compton, USA. I'm like, wait, that's California. But they went down the block to the Amityville house. Like nobody owned a map.
It's in Compton. I didn't even.
Yeah.
Wow.
So unrealistic.
Yeah, I
know.
Like there's not enough ghetto neighborhoods in New York you couldn't use in Long Island.
Exactly.
That's funny. Let's see here.
You were about to mention a movie too, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, all good. We're actually going to talk a little bit about all of the quote unquote sequels that came out of the Amityville franchise. And one of
That's not going to get old.
I love it. It's the last episode. I want to hear it every single time. But one is, and I am not kidding, Amityville in Space.
How?
That's great. That's awesome.
You'll have to forgive me if I did not have the strength to watch it.
Yet that seems more believable than the movie I just described.
Yeah, no joke. It really does, doesn't it?
What was that one called?
I said Amityville in the Hood, and Luigi said, fuck you. I walked right into
How
that.
did you not see it coming? How did you not see it coming?
Shit, I walked right into that. I fucking Wile E. Coyote'd into that one.
It's like the hood's not
Let's-
scary enough, for a lot of
Right.
people. You gotta like throw in the Amityville Horror. Accident.
Here we
Is that how you get away
go.
from saying the N-word? A whole lot of demons around here.
Yeah. I'm non-voter possessed.
Yes.
Folks, if you don't get the non-voter reference,
You get it. They get it.
watch more of our show.
I'm saying, if you don't get it, what are you doing here?
Yeah, there you go. Let's get to our first segment of tonight's show.
Before you press play,
Uh-oh.
what are the jewels?
I'm going to guess I know what's happening, but go on.
That I'm seeing in chat. I'm just wondering, what are the jewels?
Oh, yeah.
I keep seeing in chat.
What are those?
So if somebody gives the answer.
Yeah, just somebody let us know. But we have two small clips we're going to play tonight, one of which was specifically requested by Gummi, and the other one I literally got in a message about an hour and a half ago from Reverend Hamhead, and he said, you might want to see this before tonight's episode, and he couldn't have been more right. It is a short video that's very, very poignant on what we're discussing tonight, and it's going to be a little shocking. Let's see. All right, nobody has an answer.
Before I forget, I had an idea for one more voice that popped in my head like an hour ago. Richard Dawson. I think that'd be awesome.
That's an interesting one. Does everyone know Richard Dawson? Does our audience know Richard Dawson? We'll see.
Who knows? Whatever makes me laugh, I have to bring it up.
No, I get it. That's a good one. All right. Wow, I'm surprised. No requests for you know what. So we'll just keep moving forward.
There was one before show even started.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Here we go. Let's get it up and running.
Let me get this right.
An orgy sounds like you just heard it.
Was that Eye of the Tiger? I thought that was Eye of the Tiger.
I have no explanation for what we just saw, but that's the point. Carl's Frosted Tips, thank you very much for celebrating 1 month of membership. What a great profile pic. Folks, if you have not entered the Artie Johnson verse, he is a giant worm that wears glasses. Are you familiar with Artie Johnson, Pat?
No, I thought it was Artie Fletcher.
Fletcher. What did I say? What did I say? Johnson? Who was Artie Johnson? I feel like that's somebody important. Artie Fletcher. I'm so sorry. Artie Fletcher. Yes.
Yeah, Artie Johnson was like a big band conductor or something. Big band leader. Artie Johnson.
Yeah,
the Artie Johnson Orchestra. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say shortstop in the Negro leagues, but yeah, we were on the same page.
Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of Shawty Johnson.
Wow, yeah. I was completely unaware of Artie Fletcher until last week. Knew nothing about him, but yes, all I can describe him as is a giant hot dog wiener wearing glasses. That is, I think that's just the best way to describe him. One pun, thank you very much. Robert Stack for Unsolved Mysteries from Avoid. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Huh, I like that. One time, not a joke, we were backstage right before an episode, and I believe Pat Dixon was there, and Spurg Snake said, I had a really weird day today. I saw a guy that had a Robert Stack tattoo, and now I'm here. and I was like, can you elaborate? And he goes, oh, I'll show you a picture. And then he showed us a picture of a guy with literally a Robert Stack tattoo. And I laughed for like 10 straight minutes.
That checks in this show's universe.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to this clip. And this is the clip, Gummy, if you remember asking. Spurg's in the chat. Full color, he says. All right. So the episode, this short is very short. It's only about a minute and a half long. This was requested by Gummy on Tuesday's show that we did. It is a short clip of Jim Bakker. And do you remember Jim Bakker, Pat Dixon?
Absolutely, yeah. He looks like a frog, kind of.
Yeah, yes. The big jowls and quick summary of what he did for our audience is he was a mega church pastor and also was one of like the pioneers of putting religion on TV and then syndicating it or something like that. I don't know. But turns out, yes, he was a giant fraud and he was selling real estate that didn't exist to people. It was essentially a Ponzi scheme through a theme park that he was creating for a Christian theme park. Oh, yeah, that's right. And he was also having sex with at least one woman and reportedly one man. So, you never know.
I mean, that sounds pretty moral to me.
Yeah, why not?
He's a one woman, one man.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Additional woman and one additional man beyond his wife. Sorry,
it was
I said
all
that
adultery.
Yes.
Well, maybe they had an arrangement. I don't know why you're so hard on people.
Yeah, I should definitely forgive more.
Well, his people would not like it for sure.
He went to jail or went to prison for several years, got out of prison, and decided to start a new life. And what do you think he started to do in his new life, Mr. Pat Dixon?
Preach?
That's right. He went right back to preaching and stealing people's money. Right back to it. And got an audience. So let's take a look at what he is doing today.
It's a weird spelling.
At 16 years to the day of
It is. It looks like Bakker. Why not just say Bakker?
last PTL broadcast, Jim and Lori launched their new television ministry from Branson, Missouri. They now host The Jim Bakker Show from Blue Eye, Missouri, and now have a YouTube channel with almost 100,000 subscribers.
All right. So, if you don't know, yes, during the time of his downfall, he was married to a woman named Tammy Faye Bakker, who later became a gay icon, oddly enough. But he divorced her, and she eventually passed away, and he married this lady and started his new ministry with her.
In his second coming, Jim now preaches about QAnon conspiracy theories and the apocalypse, and sells doomsday prepping supplies and what he calls survival food to his devoted followers. This 2015 photo...
Oh, hey, thank you, Mistress Meg, for the $4.99. The jewel gift is the new super sticker. Check your paid chat list. The Gummi sticker rocks.
Let's find out.
Okay. That's news to us. Very cool. Thank you very much for doing that.
Photo shows dishes from Jim Bakker's $135 50-day survival food sampler bucket.
He sells food out of buckets for the upcoming and impending and inevitable apocalypse. Yep, that's what he does. He sells bunkers, talks about conspiracy theories, and he sells you food. All part of your average Christian preacher, right? Okay, well, so what's the one thing that people are probably going to ask him to do? Eat the food live on TV.
It contains macaroni and cheese, creamy potato soup, chocolate pudding, and chicken noodle soup. The
all things that you want to be trapped in a bunker with eating.
ad for the sampler bucket announced, quote, "Imagine the world is dying and you're having a breakfast for kings," end quote.
The Bible says they're going to eat their arms. The Bible says they're going to eat their babies. Then it says they're going to eat their children.
Whoever they is, they're going to eat their children and their arms? Why not start with your shoes? When I just say they're going to eat their shoes, then move on to the arms. Seems like quite a jump just to go from arms to babies. Hey, Kimbo Lee.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you very much for the 5 Luigi Greenberg memberships. Thank you very much. You know what? She seems like she probably also appreciates a good fart.
Too long. It turns into a fly about 2/3 into that.
Yeah, it could be a tad long.
You know, it's all a matter of taste and smell.
No, keep your mouth closed.
So let's take a look here at Jim Bakker.
He looks like a college basketball coach now.
Yeah, showing off his wares.
That's what people do when they get hungry. Okay,
They
the
eat
soup
their
comes
arms.
in 6 gallons of this. It weighs almost 50 pounds. I know you don't want to hear this, but I want to tell you, you're going to dream Jim Bakker on TV, telling
That's
you
what
get
I'm gonna
ready,
do.
and you say, "Oh my God, why didn't I order something? I'm going to
That
eat some more." of this. You're not
enthusiastic
careful.
audience.
Yes, exactly. And
Riveting.
he's telling them, "You're gonna regret not buying my sludge. You're gonna regret it."
He's talking to a bunch of people who are going to be dead by the time the apocalypse comes anyway. You know, I mean, they're
Yeah.
also at what age do you stop prepping? You know, 70 maybe.
That's a good point. Yeah.
All he's doing is fattening them up for the younger, stronger people to eat them.
To eat their babies.
Yeah, sludge.
Careful.
See, now we've moved from paint bucket to floor
buckets.
mop buckets with ladles in them. It's just so absurd. Okay, so here we go.
I'd rather eat my arm.
Oh, good. Oh my God.
He just gagged on his own food live on TV. And I love that he goes, good. Smooth.
You didn't have lunch, right? Wow. This food is so
have
good.
a little more.
It passed.
Yeah, now this actually is my favorite part of this. Let me back up just a little
Oh wait,
bit.
and you know what the funny thing is? That's not an outtake.
No, it was live. It was live.
They went with that take. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's the best we got.
This is going
They
to
couldn't
sell
roll
the
it back.
food.
Go, Jim, try that again without the heaving. Yeah.
And he goes, no. No, I'm not doing it. Now, this is my favorite part here. This is him talking about the Mexican food sampler bucket. I'm not kidding.
Is so good. It passes the official Mexican test. This is Mexican food that real life Mexicans approve of.
The official Mexican test.
He said real live Mexicans. approve
Real
of it.
live Mexicans approve. Let's hear it one more time. Because, yes, this is probably my favorite quote of Jim Bakker.
It passes the official Mexican test. This is Mexican food that real life Mexicans approve of. You know, this is not gringo food. This is good.
This is not gringo food. Real, live, living, breathing. We had them tested. We had their pulses checked. Real, live Mexicans are, in fact, saying it has passed the test. We did not get any sort of certificate or confirmation of said Mexican test. Just trust us, it exists. Buy our food.
Food.
They
And
love
it
it.
is unbelievable.
Unbelievable is the word they used, just not in the exact same way. So yes, there you have it, folks. That was Jim Bakker as our intro. Now, real quick though.
What had
Go ahead.
happened was he brought those buckets to a bunch of Mexicans in the Home Depot parking lot, but they just used it as spackle, so he assumed they ate it all.
Yeah.
All right.
KS.
One of them just said, "Unbelievable." Now, I'm going to share one other thing. Now, this, I want to give full credit to Mr. Reverend Hamhead for sending this to me because I was unaware of this, and I am sad that I was unaware of this. This is fantastic. And it is actually where our story tonight begins. This is going to be where our show begins tonight. Now, this is a clip.
Space.
It's actually 4 years old. It is from, the Chris DiStefano show.
DiStefano.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
DiStefano.
DiStefano, but what's the name of his show, though? God.
Dumb Wop does show.
And by the way, your line yesterday, man, I don't think they got enough credit when you told Joey, see, you're a typical Italian. He just goes, no, no.
First he denied it. He goes, no, well, you're right there.
No, yeah. God, I lost my mind. I was laughing so fucking hard at that. This is Chrissy Chaos, I guess is the name of the show. Chris DiStefano presents Chrissy Chaos. Okay, so now we're going to watch this. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar.
No, each of it's pronounced in a different way.
I totally get it. Oh, by the way, got a super tip here from Gin Lemons.
It's time to Billy Amaze me with this episode.
Thank you, Gin
So
Lemons.
good. Love you,
so
Miss
good.
Gin. She's amazing people.
This is an interview with Chris DiStefano Berg Alano with a character named T.T. Jerry. I think we're all going to notice real quick that T.T. Jerry is a transgendered individual, but let's hear the story that she has to talk about when she was in prison. This is where the story starts, with her talking about being in prison with David Berkowitz, the son of Sam. But then the topic changes a little quickly, and you'll see where we're going with this. And again, thank you, Reverend Hamhead.
Son of Sam. When you were in there with him, what was he like? What was he like behind bars?
He was, at first he wasn't a Christian, but now he's a Christian. But he was calm. He didn't even look like that type of dude.
Right.
I'm sorry. Did I say T.T. Jerry? I meant Mammy.
You know, and it's crazy. I met so many people in prison that I met serial killers, all those murders,
right.
And they don't seem like those type of people. Like they really go out there and murder.
So Son of Sam felt no different than any other prisoner to you?
No.
When you looked at him, he didn't look crazy or anything like that.
No.
He was just a regular guy in the prison.
Normal dude. And I also was with what was his?
Excellent
Make sure
mic
to talk
technique.
into the mic.
The guy that did that movie, that hard, that Son of a Real Howard, it was in Long Island.
Amityville Horror?
Perfect drop.
You were in with that guy?
With, what was his name?
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, he was my neighbor.
He was my neighbor. Ryan Reynolds, the actor, the guy.
No, not Ryan Reynolds, the actor.
I was like, holy
the one that killed all his family. They made a movie out of
He was your neighbor in prison,
Yeah,
the
he
Amityville
was
Horror
my
House
neighbor.
guy? Here, pull him up, Amityville Horror House guy.
Yeah, he was my neighbor in prison. That guy was so in love with me. That guy.
So what we're talking about is Ronnie DeFeo Jr., the guy that killed 6 members of his family.
Now I know what he was writing home about.
Yeah, remember if we talked about how he was bragging to his grandfather about how much fun prison was because he realized he was gay only after 6 months. So let's hear about their relationship.
Guy fell in love with me. That guy used to buy me everything I wanted. He used to buy me commissary. He used to order sneakers for me. He used to order clothes for me. Put money in my account.
But you wouldn't give him up. Here, Ronald DeFeo Jr.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, right here.
Is he dead? Did he die? Or he's still
Got really excited with that one.
I used to talk to him.
Make sure to talk into
in the mic. Here, TT, in the mic.
mic close.
Ronald DeFeo. Yeah, you used to talk to him.
Mammy, in the mic.
Jonathan fell. I used to talk to him all the time. He was my neighbor, my next door neighbor.
And he wanted to
fell
talk
in
up
love
with
with
you.
me. Yeah, he fell in love with me. And I wasn't afraid of them people either. I wasn't afraid. He used to tell me that he did it and that he...
I don't know why I didn't think about it. You have another one, drop it again. That's gonna make me laugh every time. All right. So yes, there's not too much longer on this, but we are gonna hear about their time together.
She literally sounds like my impersonation of mommy.
I know. That's exactly why I was saying it. Like it is funny. That's exactly why what came to mind.
needs to go back out there and finish his grandmother. He said he's the only one that he didn't kill was his grandmother.
So apparently he was saying I didn't kill enough of my family. I should also have killed my grandmother. And yeah,
I'm sure it was in context. We don't know.
He said after 25 years, I don't know if he got released or what. I believe they let him go.
His grandmother better hope not.
I believe they let him go. I don't know if I'm sure they did.
That's not true. He died in prison.
But
yeah.
He said that he still got to finish one more person. That was his grandmother.
Oh my God, what a psycho.
Yeah.
But you never hooked up with him.
He didn't look like... Nah, I didn't hook up
That's
with
a
him,
yes.
but I was...
There it is.
No,
Amityville Horror guy.
no. I will keep it real.
Second base.
I will keep it real. I used to talk to him and everything, but I used to use him.
Right.
I used to
How
use
so?
him
Like, what
to
does that-
survive, you
So
know?
what does that mean, though?
Since he was offering me shit, he wanted to buy me shit. I said, why not? You
Why
know?
not? Yeah.
I was nice to him. I used to cook for him once in a while, you know?
I'd like to know what that means. How do you cook for someone in prison?
Grilled cheese on the radiator.
I don't know what that means, but I'm curious.
I used to make the best tasting toilet wine. We take the oranges, we put it under the bed. That
Real
shit gets you
Mexicans
drunk.
approve. Real live Mexicans.
I made him a mop bucket full of potato soup. Rini 527
Thank
just
you,
became a
Rini.
member. Thank
Shout
you
outs.
so much, folks. Please consider becoming a member. There is a you will have access to ad-free episodes of the show. They're actually all ad-free. I'm not going to lie to you. They're all ad-free. Don't worry about it. But only half of them are up front. We have a lot more behind the paywall. So thank you very much. And please consider becoming a member. We have 2 levels to give you full access. And we also have member-exclusive content every month. Now, back to Mammy.
You know, he was my neighbor.
Right.
I used to cook for him and shit like that. We were chilling. We were cool.
Right.
Okay, so I have known people who've gone to prison, and I've heard some of the experiences, and apparently, like, honey buns are like the Little Debbie snack. Honey bun is apparently a prized possession. Apparently, they're like expensive and like just the best of the food available, of the snacks anyway, available in prison, and like honey buns are essentially become currency.
Yeah,
So-
because you can make anything with it.
Yes,
not only
that's
is it
another thing. You forgot
dessert,
about that, yeah.
you can like roll it as a dough and make like prison pizzas or grilled cheese.
Gummy knows
I
his
know-
prison.
Yeah, I know.
Prison
way too
cooking
many
with
people.
Gummy.
Yep.
So now
And you talked to you must have, whoever you talked to in prison, you talked to them for a while before you got to that.
I have some stories.
There's a
I've heard.
restaurant in Brooklyn where they do gourmet prison food.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that place. Yeah.
But yeah, and they'll make like the mashup with like Doritos, like a Dorito pizza, and they'll charge like $80, and they're making crazy bank off of this shit.
And they serve it in a plastic bag, right?
Yeah, because you know what? People can't like leave the life. So like they like need that. It's like in Shawshank where he's like bathroom boss. The guy's like, dude, you're not in prison anymore. Just go. Like, people don't know how to leave the prison life, so I guess they get used to that food and shit.
Yeah, that is insane to me. But I think I have heard of that place.
Dorito pizza that'll make you want to hang yourself. Is it me or does this guy look like he's about to bust in to come on, feel the noise here?
like, there's something very performative, but you know what always cracks me up is that when someone tries to be very feminine, but then has no teeth. It's like, I don't know. I do kind of consider teeth to be more feminine.
I mean, he does kind of look like every Dominican woman ever. Just saying.
Oh, you see his smile. Yeah. Prison makeup. Yeah, yep. That's true.
Put this Kool-Aid on your lips.
You orange-flavored motherfucker. If you haven't seen that clip, folks, that's one of my favorite of all time. One time my sister actually wrote me something, sent me a gift and asked that the card on it say, "You orange-flavored motherfucker," and it didn't get to me, and she had to call and ask for the status of it, and he's like, "What was the card supposed to say?" And she had to, like, over the phone say, "It says, you orange-flavored motherfucker." I laughed so hard. I was like, that's my birthday gift. Anyway, so yeah, I know somebody close to me who actually has some really crazy prison stories that I'd love to tell on the show if I can. But one of the funniest things I asked him, I was like, "Is that rape thing? Is that like a real thing in prison?" And he goes his response was, "Not where I was. Yeah, because no one was really resisting." I was like, that's not the answer I was expecting. Anyway, so
that's,
all right. That was like
it's a whole grooming process, from what I understand. So
I guess it was the most disarming answer I could have heard. He's like, no, nobody was really fighting.
You know what she looks like? She looks like she'd be in those commercials for like online schools. Like, it don't matter if you have kids. You can learn to do phlebotomy from your home.
The Vry.
Yeah.
I flashed on him, put on something sexy. He used to put in the mirror in my cell. And
of course.
I used to do a little dance for him. And
so I just can't imagine being a point in my life where I'm holding up a mirror to watch a transgendered person dance for me.
Hackamania 4.
Oh, Woody from Syracuse. What's happening, man? Craig, thank you for the $1.99. Sup, Luigi
awesome.
Vatos Locos for life.
Oh, what was that from fucking Short Circuit 2? Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space. Anybody?
I'd like to just take a moment here to say that Gummi just quoted a line from Short Circuit.
Real life Mexicans approve.
Short Circuit 2.
I, of course, definitely saw that movie as a child, but I cannot believe you just quoted a line from it. I don't remember any lines from Short Circuit 2.
I got support.
Gummi cracks me up. You crack me up every time you have like an obscure reference. Every now and then I'll get it and it'll crack me up, but the ones I don't get even crack me up more. Short Circuit. I only remember Johnny Five is alive. That's the only thing I remember.
Do not disassemble. Hey, your mother was a snowblower.
Thank you for the $2. Boy, Tony Orlando and Don has gotten wrecked. Thank you, Woody from Syracuse. No, Steve, I'm not hating. I'm saying I don't remember it. I definitely saw it because I remember
in my book that's hating.
I remember it had the Indian face guy. That guy is pure American, but I remember he played an Indian guy. Oh, shit. That was my bad. All right. Folks, if you've never seen our members only episode where Gummi said that Steven Dorff was a sexy Dan Hedaya, I think I laughed for a solid fucking hour. Oh man. All right.
And all this and that.
That's
you know?
nice. Vinny does the same. Yeah, that's nice.
I did that once actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
To get a ride home.
What do you mean? What'd you do to get? What? From prison?
No, not from prison.
You've been in jail too. Don't lie, girl. Not like Titi though.
That chick was
All
like,
right.
"This the nicest room I've ever been in."
I wonder what I could steal.
Wow, this couch ain't even plasticated.
I do not do a good New York accent. I need to work on that.
I mean, I can't help it.
You're doing that. You're doing that street one. You got to do like, well, I don't know. Yeah, there's other New York accents.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I was really surprised.
Now, who would I be impersonating there?
Just a New Yorker,
I really wish you were playing Hava Nagila while doing that.
Would you describe them? Would you describe them as Borscht Belt?
Those are your own assumptions.
One time I was in New York traveling, and I wanted to do all the touristy trap, the tourist trap things. So I went on Canal Street and got pulled into a secret room where I was looking at a bunch of counterfeit bags. And I'm not kidding. There were other tourists in there, and one of them loudly said, "No, that doesn't work. We're Jewish. We need a better deal." And I was like, I just got the New York experience. There you go. That's what I paid for. I remember that being one of the funniest things I'd ever heard in real life. All right. Now, to the main event, folks. We are on part 4. This will be, most likely, the last episode of Revisiting the Amityville Hoax.
It should be the last one.
It will be, I promise. So, sum up the story so far, Pat Dixon.
Well, it's very simple. A guy shot his whole family, and then years later, people moved into that house. And once they got there, they said, "Hey, there's spooks, there's goblins, the toilets are dirty, and things are looking at us through the windows." They spoke to a lawyer. A lawyer wanted to write a screenplay, something like that. Anyway, the whole thing ends up being a boondoggle with people trying to divide up all the supposed profits that are coming. Mentalists and lawyers and the Lutzes trying to figure out who gets paid.
Not bad at all, but you forgot all the gay stuff.
Not only was that really good, I just learned boondoggle.
That's one of those words.
I don't know if I
always,
used it right.
Yeah, that's a word I'm always afraid to use because I'm not sure that I know exactly what it means.
Yeah, and if only there was a way we could look it up on our phones.
Yeah.
Boondoggle. It means an unnecessary or wasteful project or activity.
All right.
Skeptical robot.
I think you used it right. Yeah. I was a huge Howard Stern fan, and he did this bit one time about how he was playing this militant black person, and he said he wanted all black people to move to Nebraska, and from there it would be called Neblaxka. And that was stuck in my head that at any time that the term Nebraska ever got brought up in a conversation, I was afraid that I would say Neblaxka. So I think boondoggle is also kind of in that same category in my head where it's like, I don't know, it sounds kind of racist, like if I said it, because it kind of sounds like
boondoggle.
Yeah, or Bojangle in my mind is what it kind of sounds like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
but there's all kinds of ways to make that racist.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like if you say Neblaxa by accident, you got to use like ask for now on. So it just sounds like you didn't do it on purpose.
Jay Wolfenstein brought up the Vampire Hunter. That's true. Yes, we did forget the Vampire Hunter. The Vampire Hunter was the first paranormal investigator hired by the Lutzes, and it turns out he said it was all a hoax, and it turns out that the Vampire Hunter was the voice of reason, and he is going to come up in this story again. But let's go ahead and get started. Oh,
a lovely duper. We getting a bunch.
No, I'm surprised we've only.
Oh,
you know what? I guess I actually haven't even been watching the chat. I'm surprised.
No, I've been keeping an eye. Just we got a whole bunch like right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Here we go.
TK, you putting gravy in that Red Bull getting thick. Okay.
That was a little hard to understand, but that was him reading a chat that said, "Are you putting gravy in that Red Bull? You're getting thick."
Not a bad idea, actually. Gravy in the Red Bull.
All right.
Real live Mexicans approve.
Can we make that our moniker for Skeptical Robot? Real life Mexicans approve.
Yes, I like it. This passes the real Mexican test.
Es bueno.
That's right. We're the Goya of the Dabbleverse.
All right, I saw another one. All right, we'll give you one more before we get started.
And then when I hear that, that almost sounds like something a fucking rape apologist would say. That's my humble opinion.
Every now and then I do wonder what was the context of it, but not that one.
The interview we just watched.
A rape apologist? What?
It's not so bad. It's just misunderstood.
Yes. Who am I to tell people what to do?
It's the rape owners raising it irresponsibly.
Watch Pat's show from earlier today. That'll make sense. All right. So we're going to start this episode from 1979 when the movie comes out on July 27th. And
I was only born a few days later.
I'm going to let this run for a couple of minutes because I'm going to go pee. I will be right back.
After the phenomenal success of Jay Anson's novel, which goes through 13 printings and sells more than 10 million copies, the motion picture version of the Amityville Horror is released by American International Pictures on July 27, 1979. Starring James Brolin and Margot Kidder and boasting an eye-catching ad campaign, the film goes on to become one of the biggest blockbusters of the summer, taking in nearly $80 million at the box office. Days before the movie's release, however, attorney William Weber tells the Associated Press that he participated in the creation of the story and that he is now suing George and Kathy Lutz for stealing the ideas he had suggested to them as part of his own never-realized book project in 1976.
When I first met with the Lutzes, we spent literally, I would say, 5 or 6 hours over several bottles of wine that they graciously produced. And that's when talk as to the slime on the doors and the toilets and around windowsills took place. I had suggested certain phenomena could be interpreted as supernatural phenomena. But I knew all along that it was just a commercial venture and it was a fabricated part, and it wasn't true.
Okay, so this is William Weber. He was the Lutz's lawyer, and he allegedly proposed this whole idea of the hoax. And the Lutzes recorded the conversation in which they had, where they discussed the actual application and the practical aspects of the hoax, and they went and did it without him. And the excuse that they give is that the contract he wanted them to sign kept in Ronald DeFeo Jr., the murderer, gave him a 5% profit. And from what I understand, I think they both kind of agree on that. So let's just call that true. But they went their own way, got their own publisher, got their own movie. And when the movie came out, William Weber got pissed.
Wait, so that chick got 50% of the 5% to go to her commissary in prison?
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, actually, no, because he never got the money. But imagine, you know what? Imagine what she would have gotten if they would have gone through with the contract.
That's actually the plot for Amityville in the Hood.
Yeah. She could have gotten so many honey buns.
Right when you left, they said that the book had 13 different printings. I want to read the first printing and the 13th printing, and I want to see what all the differences are. I think that'd be really interesting to see the changes.
So in the last episode, we did play a short clip of why am I blanking on her name? But the Vampire Hunters.
Yeah, that's why I want to see how many things.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
Well, she did go through all of it, but ultimately we are going to see that there were 166 inconsistencies. Hold on, I have it written down
From
here.
the hardcover to the paperback.
No. I'm saying, okay, so Stephen and Roxanne Kaplan compared every interview and story told by the Lutzes with the ultimate novel, and they found 116 contradictions to stories previously told. But then they say that the book was even expanded, embellished beyond what they initially embellished, that the embellishment expanded, and then it began to change amongst editions. So basically what we have now is nowhere close to what the original story was, and they even admit it. And that's when they go on their tour trying to say, well, this was done without our permission, and we didn't say this. Nonsense. Blah, blah, blah.
People were like, what happened to the Chevy Vega?
Yes. You'd be surprised how many people dug deep to try to really tear their stories apart. We're gonna get into it. Dang Lizard, thank you very, very much for the 2.
That's so good.
It's so good. I love it. For the €2, they took his voice and likeness for the team. Yes. That's great, Dang Lizard. Thank you very much. Also, Dang Lizard celebrating 12 months of membership. Guys, I love everyone. They're all great.
Some of them are good. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to refresh because my chat isn't moving on EV Mux. Like, I see the regular chat, but I don't see here to put things up. So I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, that's weird. All right. No worries, man. Oh, he gray screened us. Wait a second. There you go. Is it moving now?
Talking to me?
Hello? No, I'm trying to. Oh, he's muted. Meow, 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 meow. All right, here, we'll play the video.
Mr. Weber's very
Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you are.
Bro, okay. Okay, so I have to switch. All right, you didn't hear me earlier when I first got on. I'm sorry, it's got a bitch because I don't know what's going on. I had it as my Yeti mic, and you guys couldn't hear me. So I switched to voice mod, and you could hear me. So when I refreshed, it was on voice mod now, but you couldn't hear me. So I switched back to Yeti, and now you could hear me. It's like I have to play fucking microphone ping pong. It's
whichever one you pick, it's like, nope.
Yeah, I have to swap to the other one.
You have to change, yeah.
That's weird.
So stupid, yeah.
There must be. Oh, you know what? Well, not tonight, but next time, try using Edge browser for at least a little bit. I find that every once in a while, if I change them up, one of them is a little more efficient. But anyway, here we go.
Say that he provided us with any materials that ended up in the Amityville Horror. The real problem with answering Mr. Weber is that he can pretty much say what he wants, and I don't feel like going back to court to fight him again.
Yeah, that's what losers say. Yeah, it's not worth it. However, this does get a little bit more complicated in a very funny way.
It's unfortunate that some people just seem to go a little nuts when all of this came about.
In September of 1979,
do you remember the priest that got slapped in the house, who claimed that he got slapped and there were a bunch of flies when he tried to bless the house on their first day? There's a little bit of a story about Father Pecoraro.
Reverend Ralph J. Pecoraro, the Catholic priest who blessed the Amityville house, is ordered to testify in federal court in the $2 million countersuit filed against the Lutzes by attorney William Weber. Father Pecoraro swears...
I'm going to miss that when this is gone. We're going to have a new part 5.
...under oath that he did, in fact, hear a disembodied voice in the house tell him to get out. But he can neither confirm nor deny that the resulting terrors portrayed in the book or the film ever actually happened.
So, he has to testify and say that... none of it happened. He says he heard a disembodied voice, but none of the rest of the things that were in the book happened. Well, there is a guy, I definitely want to give him a lot of credit here. He hosts a website called Amityville Murders. You're a little late on that one.
Well, I wasn't prepared. You're right. I saw a membership come up, and I better switch away from the horror sounds.
AmityvilleMurders.com. Texas theft. Hey, haven't seen you around.
Yeah, it's been a
Texas
minute.
theft. Welcome. Thank you so much. Glad to have you back. I'm gonna miss this. We're gonna have more horror themed episodes. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, and
that
also we got a
Bob Levy's entrance.
Yeah, that's good. And also got $5 from Jay Wolfenstein.
Hi, I'm Bob Catalano, and I hate fun. Chat, stop interrupting the show for that stupid lever. I don't want to see Karmic X out of context ever again because I hate fun. Thank you for your cooperation.
Was Bob Catalano in the chat? That is great. If you guys don't know who Bob Catalano is, it is the username of someone who shows up in the TSN feeds and complain in the chats, and he complains that they spend too much time reading the fan chat, the super chats and super tips, and he wants to just see the content. So, all right. I guess you just got to know the context of all that. All right. So if you go to AmityvilleMurders.com, yes, perfect. The person who runs that website, AmityvilleMurders.com, actually reached out to the Catholic Church to ask about Father Pecoraro. And would you believe that the Catholic Church responded? And here is a little bit of what they said. I'm not going to read the whole thing. From AmityvilleMurders.com. All right. So Actually, wait. Oh, during the trial, Father Pecoraro testified over the phone and denied any of the so-called supernatural afflictions that Jay Anson, the author, claimed the priest had suffered in his book. He also told Judge Weinstein that he was not sure if there were any supernatural occurrences at the house. According to Newsday, Father Pecoraro allegedly stated that when he went to bless the house, that he in fact heard someone say, "Get out." The priest's description was vague at best, so a number of explanations could exist. Excuse me. But let's see, the Diocese of Rockville Center finally broke its years of silence and commented on the Amityville hoax in this May 15th, 2002 letter to Rick Osuna in response to his questions regarding the ghost stories. And this letter says, the diocese maintains that the story was a false report. In November of 1977, diocesan, which is an adjective, I guess, attorneys prepared a substantial list to be submitted to the publisher of the Amityville Horror. Of numerous enacts that never happened. Father Pecoraro was eventually transferred to an entirely different diocese where he purportedly was forbidden Catholic rites. Now, without saying anything specifically, they're basically saying that he had his hand slapped and was not trusted, whatever that means.
Yeah, didn't the ghost slap his hand?
Yes. And I'm going to say he might have had a nervous breakdown is what I think this is ultimately saying.
And in the end, all they did was transfer him so that he could give false stories at other houses.
I was wondering if that was going to come up, I guess I was curious if you were going to make a reference to transferring the priests that molest kids.
I was going to say, is he the first one?
Yeah,
for a totally different reason? Like, wait a minute. We could just move him?
But this claim alleged by the people who ultimately took over the house after the Lutzes, who were named Jim and Barbara Cromartie during a press conference in 1979, has not been substantiated by the church. Either way, the Diocese of Rockville Center, responsible for the Amityville area, denied that any psychic events took place or affected clerical officials as reported in Jay Anson's book. So basically, the liar of all liars, the Catholic Church, said, that guy's full of shit, man. So, interesting that now the Catholic Church even denies that anything happened. But, not as if they have any credibility. Now, in 1999, if you remember, Marvin Scott and Hans Holzer, they do a little bit of a retrospective on this.
Good morning. Americans seem to love a good ghost story, demonic tales,
and they tell a little bit more information that was not known to the public.
Time immemorial. Consider, if you will, the most recent box office success, the thriller The Blair Witch Project. The precursor of that film was another horror tale that scared the daylights out of another generation. Later, I will be joined by noted parapsychologist Dr. Hans Holzer, who will provide some insight into the psychic phenomena.
Now, if we remember, Hans Holzer was the third person hired to investigate the house, and he's the one who came up with the Mad Indian story. Now, we're going to skip a lot of this, and let's
see the horses.
Mayo was after his father's $200,000 insurance policy.
They actually say a possible motive, which has never been actually talked about so far.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he had an insurance policy, which would make the murders way more explicable than ghosts and goblins and Indians and their horses. But, of course, these two frog people have to stick their nose in it.
But followers of the occult believe something much more sinister was behind his murderous rampage.
Ron was into some very dark things. He was into some occult practices.
Roger Fale said that there was a black, dark mass or shadow alongside of him, which
racist
was obsessing his thoughts and telling him to kill everybody.
Was Ronnie possessed? No.
Now, put this in context of the significance of William Weber saying this. This was Ronnie's lawyer who said he was possessed and that was going to be his defense. And so now he's being interviewed and saying, yeah, I was lying then, but I'm not lying now.
He was insane. Rejecting that defense, a jury found DeFeo guilty and ordered him to serve 6 25 years to life sentences. Now at the Greenhaven Correctional Facility upstate, DeFeo was recently denied a request for parole. Despite earlier confessions, DeFeo's stories have wavered over the years, accusing others, including the mob, of committing the murders while he was smoking marijuana in the basement. In recent correspondence with me, he again suggested it was his sister Allison who killed everyone, and that he killed her in self-defense while...
Now, there's something that I skipped for the sake of time. There was a pretty big bombshell that happened between Ronnie going to prison and this. That is, Ronnie DeFeo didn't live in that house when he killed his family. Ronnie DeFeo was a married man. He was 23 years old, lived in his own house. He had actually been visiting his parents because he had gotten a phone call from one of his siblings that there was a fight between them and their father had gotten violent, and that he showed up, spent the night, and decided to kill everybody.
He showed up to sort it all out.
Exactly. Like, people never asked that question. You know, they just kind of assumed he lived there. He didn't.
It sounds like, yeah. Well, you don't want to do that in your own home.
Yeah, he didn't even live there in that house. He was married. So a lot of these stories that he talks about from his jail cells saying, you know, where he's defending himself or giving different stories, his story has changed multiple times, sometimes officially, sometimes not officially, for the sake of, you know, him trying to get parole. They were communicated through his wife. He was actually telling his wife, hey, you know, I need you to talk to Weber. I need you to try to get us a book deal. I need to try to get some money to fund my appeal.
Transgender girlfriend.
And also, I got this girlfriend who I like dancing in a mirror.
I have this girlfriend, question mark.
I owe her a lot of honey buns. Yeah, it's a nuts story. I mean, it's so crazy. And yeah, she really doesn't contribute much other than there is one of Ronnie's stories where he makes up a person and says, look, I want you to sign this affidavit that you knew this guy. And he came up with a name. I completely forget the name, but it was a funny, like Carlos Danger type of name. And he says, I want you to say they killed my family and not me. And you knew him, but he wasn't an American citizen, so he doesn't have any ID. And she just says, we're going to get a divorce now. And she leaves him after he asks her several times to try to lie on his behalf. But again, for the sake of time. And
that's what pushed it over. You know what I mean? The mass murder didn't do it. He's like, don't tell me to lie.
She was still married to him while he was in prison. He's communicating with her from prison. And yes, for
what
the
have you
sake
been doing with that? What have you been doing with your neighbor too? I'm curious about that.
I was about to say, was that before or after the divorce?
Yeah, or when he realized he was gay. Remember?
Yeah,
yeah. And so it's very interesting. But yes, for the sake of not having a part 5, I did kind of skip over a lot of that.
Now, the thing with Butch about people saying that they thought he lived at the home, there was partial truth to that. Like before he got married, like he tried to leave the house a bunch of times, like when he turned like 18.
Yeah, I've heard that.
His parents wouldn't, like they would either like cut off his finances, or his dad would like clip the wires in his car so he couldn't like drive it. So I think they just extended that part. So it's partially true that he couldn't leave the house. Like,
so you're a murder apologist now. Yeah.
100%.
But he did live with his wife in some suburb, I forget.
To quote Chris Rock, but I understand.
Tiff celebrating 15 months of membership. Thank you so much, Tiff.
Killing me at Scrabble, by the way. Literally killing me at Scrabble.
Can I tell everyone the word that the show inspired you to use in Scrabble?
Go ahead.
Do you remember? Pat said he used the word "lutz" and it was accepted.
L-U-T-Z, playable word.
L-U-T-Z. I was like,
don't get any ideas, Tiff.
I was like, that's not a real word, but he said that it was accepted.
It's when you lie about ghosts in your house. It's called pulling a Lutz.
Pulling a Lutz. I like that.
It's like in figure skating, like a triple Lutz.
I bet it is. I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
Leo writes, really, I need to find a real criminal lawyer, get the DNA testing done, and I am out the door, because the truth speaks for itself.
I'm sorry, I got this mixed up with John Melendez's letters to his lawyer.
Out of the brutal murders in this house, one of the biggest mysteries still lingering 25 years later is why none of the family members was awakened by the explosive burst of gunfire throughout the house. So let's explain the house was haunted by...
All right, we can skip all that, but...
supernatural story around it, but it's not true. In letters to me from prison, DeFeo says it was he who was taken advantage of. Declares also that the Amityville Horror is a hoax, that it's all about money and industry. The convicted killer sent me documents purportedly showing that his lawyer was after lucrative book and movie deals and accuses him of starting what has become one of the greatest ghost stories of all time.
So now Ronnie DeFeo, again, I want to make this very clear that he has no credibility. However, there is something very believable about this, saying, look, he came to me with the haunting idea, and I said, sure. Which, so far, even William Weber seems to admit that as well.
I think he started, that's for sure. You contributed to it. I contributed, absolutely. After the Lutzes fled the house, Weber says he met with them to discuss a book idea about the DeFeo murders, not a ghost story. We sat down and we talked. We had a nice evening conversation. So this story evolved over dinner with the Lutzes. And about black slime oozing from walls came from
we actually talked about this, that they used up all of the crime scene evidence to inspire the bigger stories. Now, the interesting part about the lawsuit is that it doesn't really go anywhere because the Lutzes countersue William Weber for a lot of different things, breach of contract and, defamation. It was a lot of things. So the judge says basically, no, I don't like the Lutzes causes of action. They don't really seem to have any substance. So I'm going to throw those out. But William Weber, you can still sue them. I'll let you sue them. And it seems like a victory for William Weber, but then the judge adds a caveat. And he says, but here's the thing. If you successfully win this lawsuit, that ultimately shows that you are a lying, conniving piece of garbage. And you also breached several ethical rules. So, if you want to keep suing, go for it. But I will report you to the Bar Association if you win. Your choice, pal. And it's ultimately like in football when you get to, what is it?
Offsetting penalties.
Offset a penalty, yeah. I don't know why. Decline. The word I was looking for was decline. When you get to decline a penalty.
Decline, right.
Yeah. And he says, Judge, let me think about it. And the next day, all lawsuits were dropped. So you can't really talk about any kind of winner or loser as far as lawsuits go. But that was a great judge move where he's like, go for it, pal. But again, your win shows that you are a horrible person. And by trying to be their literary agent and their lawyer, that is a huge conflict of interest. And therefore, I have to report you. So he wised up and dropped his lawsuit. So here we go.
Change the address from 112 to 108 Ocean Avenue.
Then other people buy the house.
Please, from William Lauder. He's the
Now, this quote was in 1999 from the Amityville Historical Society. I'm going to turn the volume up on this because this is fantastic.
Director of the Amityville Historical Society, directly on your point about a burial ground. It's totally nonsense, he says. There was no cemetery or sacred ground there. It is a shame to prolong and keep this myth going. It's only for monetary gain. Anyone who believes it is a victim. It's a shameful intrusion upon reason and totally devoid of any foundation in fact.
Totally devoid of fact, an intrusion of reason, basically saying anyone who participates in this nonsense is a dope. Oh, that was a bad edit. Sorry. So then in 2012, a movie comes out called My Amityville Horror.
Sorry, man. The pressure's too great.
It was a documentary from one of the Lutz children.
I believe that there is a such thing as evil, and I was a victim of that.
On November 13th, 1974, the house at 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, became the site of a notorious mass murder.
I didn't want to be the Amityville Horror kid. I've been running away from it, and it finally caught up to me.
Very shortly after moving in, the Lutz family claimed to have begun experiencing mounting paranormal.
So now this is 2012. 2012. This is 14 years ago, and we're sticking to this story that the house was haunted.
Phenomena.
When I went in there was probably 400 or 500 flies. And we're talking, this is mid-December in Long Island. The entire family is standing there watching the garage door slam up and slam down.
If you're talking about like 400 flies, the month doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. In a sewing room.
I mean,
I
it
had
just
to
means
speak
that
to
a
George
rat died
and
on the walls.
Yeah.
But at that point, he was your stepfather.
I didn't want to call him Dad. You're not my father.
He lived with adults who believed in the occult.
You married this guy. You moved me to his house. What the hell is he into?
They got very deep with something dark and something evil that they totally didn't understand.
Satanic history, devil worship, mind control. I was possessed by a spirit that I could not get rid of on my...
Now, I've seen this movie, and this ultimately is what's happening in the story he's telling. This is Danny Lutz, and he's telling the story that his stepfather was into the occult, summoning spirits, could levitate and move things with his mind. And ultimately, by the end of the documentary, they have him sit down with a psychologist, and the psychologist does say at some point, "Do you think you're making all this up just to kind of make your life more interesting?" I'm summarizing here. Don't quote me on that, but that is essentially what she asks him, and he literally just kind of goes, "Maybe." And typical Kabbalah family. But let's hear a little bit more.
I didn't care if the priests were beating me, performing exorcisms on me, which, if I'm not mistaken, they don't want to talk about.
When the stories...
Oh, yeah, and of course, guess who shows up for the movie? This is as close to hell as I ever want to get Lorraine.
Start to change, then it's time to become suspicious.
Oh, and she shows up. No, I'm not joking. If you can find this movie very easily. She shows up with what she claims is a true piece of the cross on which Christ was crucified. Oh my God. I'm not kidding. It's so, oh my God.
She's like $15.
Yeah, just to look at it. Yeah. But there's a little bit of a backstory
The
here.
sensation felt by Steve Metropolis.
And it's one of those, what's your proof? Faith.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And look, all of these people here are people that have been introduced so far in the story. We got Laura DiDio back there looking like a giant tomato. Got Marvin Scott. We just talked to Joel Martin. They do mention Roxanne Kaplan.
Damn, they got the whole band back together.
Exactly.
I'm going to step away for 1 second, but I am listening, okay?
Okay. Something interesting's coming.
Come by something.
This is one of the pictures that their photographer took that night. There were no children and no animals in the house that night. We remember bits and pieces
that looks
of
like a dog
experience,
to me.
Yeah. So this is the trailer. This is the literal trailer for the movie, and I just wanted to show it in its entirety before we get to the next segment.
We'll fill in the gaps in our memory. Maybe this is just manifestations. Maybe you imagined all of this.
I just wanted somebody to believe me.
Show me the evidence.
What took place in that house was a true personification of evil.
Fucking Lorraine Warren. I fucking hate her. But wait a minute. Let's see Danny's backstory.
In 2012, Danny Lutz, one of the Lutz's children, came forward with his own account of what supposedly happened in the house. And he's now claiming that the entire haunting really did happen and that many of the events that was in the original Amityville Horror are absolutely true. However, one of the things...
Pause for a second, Luigi.
Yeah.
So this is going to make no sense and all the sense at the same time. That's a really gay shade of red.
You definitely commented on the red so far with the matching roses behind them,
Yeah.
or the matching flowers. But I agree.
I didn't know there's gay versions of colors.
No, there are definitely.
Yeah.
So let's hear
It's called
about
limp-wristed red.
Flaming red. Oh, hey.
Ooh, there you go.
Here we go. Got $5 from Taxes Theft.
Stop that rhyming. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Thank you, Taxes Theft. So glad to see you, buddy.
Yeah, welcome back, bro.
All right. So we're gonna get a little bit of some context of Danny Lutz's story, and then we'll be done with the Amityville Horror forever.
Things that he must forget is that during the 1980s, he actually approached a couple of people trying to sell them a story on how George Lutz had fabricated the whole account.
Did you hear that? I need some sort of big, trying to look, see if I have any good. Oh, wait, I know. In the 80s, Danny Lutz also tried to sell a story that the house haunting was all a hoax. He must have forgotten.
Paul, secretary, said, you have a call from a Danny Lutz.
Before that, one more major thing. I'll do the sound effect. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, my God. Whatever. Spy report, potential presidential candidate Joey C. deleted his channel. Big old news. How about this?
Lutz? wait. And I, hello? And he said, yeah, I'm George Lutz's, I guess he said stepson, and or son. And I said, how can I help you? He said, listen, I can tell you the truth about the Amityville Horror story. I can tell you things about how the story came about. I can tell you things we went through. And I said, well, does it mean it's true or it's not true? He said, well, first I got to, work out some arrangement whereby,
Is it true or is it not true? First, let's talk money, is his answer.
I can sell you the story. Danny wanted to make money, understandably, on the story. And we spoke for a while, and he said, I have a story I'd like to sell. I said, well, news people we don't usually buy stories, frankly. I'd be happy to hear your story, and whatever the truth is, or whatever your version is, that's fine. But as far as us paying for a story, the problem with that is it sets a terrible precedent. I said, all right, let me take your number down, and if there's some way that we can work something out, or something can be accomplished or accommodated for you, I'll get back to you. And that's the way it was left. One individual I know he called was Steve Kaplan, and as a supply...
Who was Steve Kaplan?
I rung
the
a bell.
Vampire Hunter.
The Vampire Hunter. There you go. Sorry. There's so many moving pieces on this goddamn game board.
I know. It is a complicated story. Yeah. But Danny Lutz called the Vampire Hunter trying to sell the story that it was all a hoax.
As a parapsychologist, as a psychic investigator, Steve obviously was interested in what Danny had to say, but Steve was in no position to pay him. And if he was, he wouldn't have. If Steve was sitting on $1 million at that moment, he would not have given him the money. He did not believe what Danny had to say, and I think Steve realized very quickly, as most of us did, if we pay him, he'll say pretty much frankly what we'd like to hear. He may deny that now, but that's generally the way it works. Reaching out to Steve Kaplan suggests that you think something is or might be a fraud.
As part and parcel of Danny Lutz's new account of what happened at 112 Ocean Avenue, he claims that the haunting was actually precipitated by his mother, Kathy, and his stepfather, George Lutz.
So I don't know if you heard, Pat.
I did.
Yes, Danny Lutz forgot that he had tried to sell the story that it was all a hoax and
The
was
con
looking
man
for
apple
money.
doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
It does not.
Because
I
they
heard
were
Danny Lutz deleted Joey C's channel.
Yeah.
some rather dark things and were allegedly practicing transcendental meditation at the house, and thus that brought about the haunting. If that is true, it does nothing but validate the statements made by Stephen Kaplan, wherein he asserted that George Lutz had a rather deep knowledge of the occult before they ever purchased the house at 112 Ocean Avenue.
If you remember, the reason that Steve Kaplan said that the Lutzes were perpetuating a hoax was that they had way too much quote-unquote knowledge of the occult and spiritual things that they were dropping buzzwords with Stephen Kaplan to see if he would bite on them. Danny Lutz hacked Carmic's Amazon list. Oh, that's great. You know what? Let's see. Let's pull a lever for that one. That was pretty good. Sure. Oh, wait.
Last night I watched Jaws for the first time in my life. It was pretty interesting.
That disappointed father exhale is so good.
When I was curating these last night, I ran into that one, and that one I was like, there's no way we're going to get through the show without playing that one. All right.
Great review of the movie, though, by the way. That's pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting. What a dope.
The LA Times raves. It's pretty interesting.
He's your lovable retard. Well, sometimes lovable. God, that show yesterday, I wanted to whatever. Anyway, now I've got to fucking monitor him to say stupid things, and sometimes that gets tedious. All right. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me just say this real quick, because the show yesterday was just so bad because he was trying something that was just not funny, but not letting it go. He did it for like 30 minutes and it was never funny. And I talked to someone and I said, I'd love to watch this back when Pat hated Carmick. Because I'm sure you would have been hilarious with it. Anyway.
That reminds me, once again, Carmick ripping something off.
Oh, that's true.
When he says he came up with that Mountain Man character, whenever you guys get a chance after the show, please look up Demon Door from Fable. It's a video game character of these doors that are all over the world. I thought of it right away as soon as I saw it. It's a 1-to-1.
I think
just look up Demon Door from Fable.
I think One Pun pointed it out in the chat yesterday, in his chat yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong, One Pun, but yeah, he called it out too and was like, "This is from Fable." Anyway,
yeah, because I told Luigi about that like a while as soon as I saw it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, One Pun. He says, yeah.
Oh, you said it to him too? Okay, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, because I had messaged him right after he showed me. There you go.
Anyway,
Great minds.
it was so bad. It was so fucking. Anyway, all right, let's do this.
I thought the thing he ripped off was 30 minutes of being unfunny. It was that's been done.
We're so close to the end with the Amityville Horror. I see the end in sight. George Lutz's probate records. Now, why would George Lutz's probate records be a point of interest in this? George Lutz died in 2006. Now, let's just talk real quick, very briefly, about everything that big old helmet head talked about when he was doing his interviews. He talked about how terrifying it was to live in the house and how he wished it never happened and he had regrets over everything and he never wanted to relive it. his probate records tell a different story.
George Lutz had proclaimed through the years that he wished that the whole Amityville horror was a hoax and that it never happened. And at one point, he appeared on one of the news magazines actually crying and professing how this whole thing had changed his life and not for the better. But when George died in 2006, if you look at his probate papers, what is very interesting is that he was actually a 94% owner in an enterprise called Amityville Horror Enterprises LLC.
He was a 94% owner of something called Amityville Horror Enterprises. Okay.
I thought you clicked out. I was like, what happened? I had to go back and check.
Actually, yeah, I think that was that was comedically timed perfectly. Now, what did Amityville Horror Enterprises LLC do?
LLC. And Amityville Horror Enterprises LLC literally had its hand in almost every book and sequel written on the Amityville case. So that hardly seems like an endeavor undertaken by somebody who would like to forget that this horrific experience happened. Furthermore, it must be noted that stepsons Danny and Chris were cut from the will and excluded from any of the profits realized as a result of the Amityville Horror franchise.
Because George and Kathy got divorced. Those were his stepkids. They were originally in his will, so he cut them out because they weren't his direct kids anymore. So why was Danny looking for money to try to capitalize on? Because he got cut out of the will.
So in my mind, the stories, and in my opinion, the stories being told by Danny and Chris Lutz today is simply their attempt to capitalize off of a story that put a lot of money in their former stepfather and mother's pockets.
So, in conclusion...
Well, hold on one second. Another reason he might have been cut out of the will is because he had previously come out and said it was a hoax. I mean, it probably didn't help.
I believe they were already divorced when that happened. I could be wrong. I forget when they divorced.
But this guy didn't find out about the will until 2006 because they didn't make that movie till 2012. Took him 6 years to come up with it.
Ah, that's interesting. Or 6 years to raise the money.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. So, this is the last little bit. Say goodbye, folks. I know that you've all loved every second of the Amityville the Amityville Horror story. This is it. These are the concluding thoughts.
Who fought to prove the Amityville Horror a hoax still insist that there are no ghosts at 112 Ocean Avenue, and never were.
Today, if anyone asked me if the former DeFeo residence on Ocean Avenue was haunted, I would simply say, why don't you wait until I write a book and you could buy it to find out. But I would be saying that facetiously because the house has never been haunted. It isn't haunted today. And the Lutzes, they have my congratulations. They made a very successful commercial venture and they pulled the wool over the public's eyes.
In general, I believe that there could be some kind of residual feeling left over in the house where a terrible murder had been committed. In this particular house, I couldn't tell you. It has just as much of a chance of having strange phenomena as any other house. But because of all the lies that were told and all the deceptions, we'll never know.
But there was a little article in the newspaper, then it got bigger, then it got bigger, it got bigger.
I don't know where these people...
These are the neighbors of the house talking. They say this is a bunch of bullshit.
You know, came up with this idea.
It looks like Alice Cooper, I thought.
That this house, I mean, I would tell people my children slept there. They never said anything was weird about it.
The fact is that my wife, who cleaned the house, never, ever, ever saw anything other than a beautiful, colonial, 3-story house.
They had to come from a violent, brutal family with the father. Maybe the mother wasn't able to protect them. She was probably abused too. So, I mean, in a way, it makes sense that out of that kind of abuse can come a certain amount of violence.
It was just something that
people dreamed up.
My personal feelings that it was complete lie. I mean, I was in the basement. I was everywhere in that house.
It's just amazing. And the point of me just showing all this is that these are the neighbors. These are the people who were associated in there. And all of this evidence was all available before the movie was ever released. It ultimately just became something that no one even cared about the truth anymore. And that's always interesting to me.
I got the book on a lark.
This was the medical examiner who examined the 6 bodies that were shot.
What it was like, and I thought it was very funny.
It was phony from the beginning. I didn't know Weber's connection with it yet.
That's the judge. Yeah. Everyone says this. Hey, SG Fanboy, so good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for the 5 Luigi Greenberg memberships. Thank you so much. Great to see you, pal.
I mean, that didn't come out till later.
It all sounds phony to me.
My wife said she went to see the movie, and I didn't yell at her, but I yelled. I said, "What are you going to see that junk for?" I said, "It's just a bunch of bull."
To sleep over, we would sleep either in the basement, we'd sleep in Mark's room. And there was nothing odd about the house.
As far as all this ghoulish stuff, that's all people to make money, and I'm not into that.
I think that's sort of what makes sense to me about
Making
what
money.
happened. Now you add the mysterious element, which Albert Einstein even said, it's more powerful than anything logical.
I just couldn't believe that they never questioned or looked for people who knew them and got their feeling of how they were. It was just strange.
My wife and I, first of all, refused to watch any of that garbage, believe in any of that garbage, or have anything to do with that garbage.
You know, the circulation of that book was tremendous. I mean, I don't know how Prentice Hall must have made a hell of a lot of money on that.
I believe this was a commercial venture for the Lutzes. They thought that they were going to make money, and they really couldn't afford to buy that house.
I wouldn't read the book. I didn't read the book until maybe 7 years ago. I just said, I have to read this and see what this is all about.
I don't think.
But it just seemed like someone dreamt this up.
For me personally, I think it was more out of the psychological violence and the abuse that these.
So everyone seems to have a very different take. And I just wanted to keep this in here because I felt like it was very... I feel like this represents kind of how the world saw this. Everyone had their own theories and ideas, and they were filling in the gaps.
Really?
It's what I think.
You know what I'm hearing is like
nonsense.
They all say total bullshit except this lady with the psychological violence and this.
Exactly.
A lot of abuse that happened. She's the only dissenting voice on anything, you know.
But no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that I feel like this was representative of the audience who was all, basically having a skeptical mind, but with the minimal amount of doubt and just kind of scattered. You multiply that number across America and then you start to believe. But ultimately, I guess what I'm really saying here is that, yeah, there wasn't any definitive stance on it despite the evidence. My opinion.
I think all the neighbors agree that that house is just a magnet for assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
But it makes for good film to have the other added in because everybody loves a good horror story.
And there you have it. And there you have it. That's Rocco's Kiki impression always cracks me up.
These people that moved in saw pigs with blood coming out of their eyes looking in the window, something like that. That's here we are today. How many years ago is it?
Jay was like, and on top of all that, the movie sucked.
Hey, Mary Jane, welcome.
All right, just a couple of last final notes.
The Amityville Horror, a true story by Jay Anson, despite its inaccuracies, went on to sell 10 million copies and spawned
10 million. Oh, I need a theremin. I need a theremin. Oh, I love that.
Like an actual theremin that you can
Yes.
play. That would be cool.
I'd love that. Oh man, that's cool. It's funny because I was actually in the market to buy one like a couple of years ago, just because I wanted it for fun.
Got an extra 110 grand laying around or something. I don't know what they cost, but I imagine they're.
Oh, you can get them for like $30.
30.
Yeah, I mean a small
wow.
one. Yeah, but you can also get them for a couple hundred.
Boy, my estimate was way off.
Yes, it was. I don't think they're as complicated as a saxophone or something like that. But yes, did you hear that? 10. Shit, we gotta pull the lever now. Got a request. But yes, 10 million copies of that shitty, stupid book.
Let's get to the end of this before we fucking do the lever.
Shit, that was my fault. I've been wondering when it was going to get on someone's nerves. All right, so yes, we are finishing up here. Now, let me ask you guys, how many sequels do you believe, or I shouldn't say sequels, whatever franchise movies have been made from the Amityville Horror?
I'll guess 6. It's
Yes.
low.
Gummy?
I mean, not including like the shit we were talking about, right? Because that's stuff like 3 people see.
Yeah.
But like,
nope. That's what I'm saying. Nope. Those are included because they have
those are included.
Stuff
they
like
have,
that.
they have
Hundreds then probably.
They have to be included as part of the franchise. They have to pay money to somebody.
417.
Okay. Well, you're both crazy. No, not that many. 68. 68
That's it?
movies. Yes. With the Amityville title. Amityville title. Amityville title.
Sometimes you pause. You know, though, there were a lot of Jaws knockoffs made too.
That's true. That is true.
But
Some
then
of them are
that
hilarious.
movie was some of them are pretty interesting.
I heard Jaws was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There's an
Saw a
Italian
great movie review earlier.
There's an Italian Jaws knockoff that's so awful, but it's really, really funny. I wonder if we can get away with watching that.
Cruel Jaws is a great one.
I've never heard of that one. Cruel Jaws.
Yeah.
And then what was the one that was actually a legitimately good movie about the killer whale? What was that one?
Orca?
Orca. Yes, where they killed its baby. And it was getting revenge. But that was actually a legit good movie. But still a Jaws knockoff.
I like Deep Blue Sea and The Meg. They were both entertaining to me.
The first Meg was, I believe it is very underrated. That is actually a pretty good movie.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
It's terrible. It's awful. But yes. All right.
A dozen more books and 9 movie sequels, making it.
There was nine direct sequels as of the time this was made, which I think this is about 10 years old.
That's why I said 6 initially, but
one of the most successful haunted house franchises in the history of filmmaking, in excess of $400 million at the box office.
Okay, there's one interesting element here about one of the direct sequels. Amityville 3D. Does anyone remember this movie, Amityville 3D?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I don't know if I saw it, but I remember it.
It had an adorable Meg Ryan when she was smoking hot in the 80s. But this is the 1983 sequel. Now, here's what's interesting. We have talked about all of these grifters, all of these con men, but one that we have, one of the con men, I am still going to call him a con man, that we've actually given a little bit of credit to has been Stephen Kaplan. And if you remember, Stephen Kaplan was the vampire hunter.
you gave him a lot more credit than anybody. I mean, like, yes, voice of reason, yeah, but he's a vampire hunter.
I think it's fair to say that he made an effort to call George Lutz a fraud, which no one else did.
Once he got cut out of it, yeah.
Yes, that's the only credit I'm going to give him, but I'm still going to give him credit for that because he did call him a fraud and openly called him a fraud, wrote a book calling him a fraud. But, okay.
Oh, yeah, he wrote Glenn Lutz as a fraud or whatever.
and Glenn.
I don't know. Whatever. I should know the names by now, I guess.
It fit perfectly. So he was the voice of reason in that instance, but yes, the guy hunted vampires and werewolves. Don't forget, he also did hunt werewolves. But this 1983 sequel, yeah, he has a werewolf mounted up on his wall.
God, I wish that was true.
Yes, he has a werewolf skin rug.
Like the Big Bear in Roadhouse, one of those stuffed ones.
All I was saying was that he's the voice of reason, but he had a reason. Right.
Right. I understand. Right. Yes.
So he was really more spiteful than honest and logical.
That's fair, but it was still that's totally fair. But yes, I guess the side effect of that was that it was still in the interest of the truth. But here's an interesting thing: is that yes, he was a voice of reason. But in 1983, there was a sequel to the Amityville Horror movies, in which it is marketed as being based on the findings of Stephen Kaplan. So to be clear, Kaplan is not credited in this movie, so he might not have received anything. However, the marketing was openly saying that the main character, who is an investigative journalist researching the original Amityville haunting, was based on Stephen Kaplan. So we're not saying that he received anything for this, but I just wanted to be known that this movie was very open to suggest that Kaplan was the inspiration for the character, yet the story was completely fictionalized, which would suggest that maybe he got paid after all in order to grant his stories and likeness, in order to market it as being based on the life of Stephen Kaplan. That cannot be verified or confirmed, but it makes logical sense to say
one would assume he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do it for free.
He didn't do it for free, and that he ultimately did profit from the hoax.
Good for him.
Good for him. So here it is right here. This is everything talking about it. Due to a lawsuit between the Lutz family and Dino De Laurentiis, famous movie producer, over the storyline, which did not involve the Lutz family, Amityville 3D was not initially promoted as a sequel, and the name Lutz is never used in the film. However, the film does make a reference to the original Amityville Horror story. The character of John Baxter is loosely based on Stephen Kaplan, who was trying to prove the Lutz's story was a hoax at the time, that it was and it was panned on release. This is the IMDb entry for the movie. And finally,
as for Butch DeFeo and William Weber, they never received a dime from the horror story they helped perpetuate.
They never made any money from this whole ordeal. The people who started this, they basically started it, handed it off, and everybody else made money except them. Another Dabbleverse similarity.
Another win for the toe.
Yes. Dang Lizard, thank you very much for the $2.
Another win for DeFeo.
I've never seen a vampire because he hunted them all. That's right. That's exactly it. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us for 4 goddamn episodes.
Yeah, this was a bus ride, but I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I know the story was complicated, but you gotta admit, it is interesting when you tell all the details. I'd like to think so, but I think even Pat would tell you it is interesting when you tell all the details.
That's right. It is interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah. I mean, it's just that everybody in it sucks. Everybody in it sucks so much
that is
you just
true.
kind of go like, God, another fucking suck ass person involved. And now
Another
we've joined
shitty
the
person.
ranks of them. We've joined their ranks. We have profited off this Amityville bullshit.
Yes. Hold on here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we do owe them another pull of the lever. Where is it? Sometimes I lose track.
Spit it out! Do it! Nobody cares! Do your audience a favor and shut the shit down!
That wasn't real, was it?
That the audio was real, but
okay.
we had to fill in. What did we call that one?
Okay,
I forget.
So that was, I had the AI make a fatter Karmic and dress him like Cartman, but he just looks like Clearwater Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call him Eric Cartmick.
That's good. I don't want the audience to think that I have forgotten about where we started in episode 1, in which I did earn a punishment that I will fulfill. I will make good on any wager that I make. Give me some time to do that, because it's going to really take a real effort to do that genuinely and sincerely.
Yeah, give him some time to learn alcoholism so he can deal with it.
Yes. But yes, if you don't know, folks, we originally tried to tell this story in a compressed way. I failed miserably, but my punishment for it is that I have to come here on the air live and try to convince Pat and Gummi in a very convincing way to become Mormons. I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to take it very, very seriously to get it done. But thank you, everyone, folks. Thank you so, so much for all of your generosity. We are always so grateful for all of it. We are so grateful that you hung out with us on your Friday nights. We know that you have something better to do than listen to us idiots, but we're grateful.
They don't.
We are so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We love doing this, and you guys just make it all the better. So before we go, Mr. Dixon, what would you like to plug, sir?
Well, I'll be doing Crime Report tonight over at Censor.tv. Use the promo code Dixon for 20% off. And, always catch my stream if you can at P Dixon right here on YouTube.
I love it. I love every one of them. They're so good. And how about you, Gummi? What would you like to plug, sir?
Do I have anything? Oh, okay. I know something. Shout outs to everyone who ordered some merch who didn't make it out to Hackamania. I sent out a bunch of packages in the past 3 days. If anybody would like to know what I have left, artwork is pretty much all gone. Got handfuls of keychains or whatever. If anybody wants anything, hit me up. I'll give you guys a good price. I just want to empty some stuff out, try and make some room, because I'm trying to get a table for DabbleCon, because I have some ideas. Luigi's seen some of my designs already. They're
great.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, my screen went completely black for a second. I was like, oh no, my screen's Scarlett Hampton. And it it did it again. You know what? Thank you guys. Love you guys. Hugs and kisses. I don't know if I'm gonna lose my internet because it's storming. So thank you. Love you guys. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have anything. I think we are going to pick up unboxing next week. We took a couple weeks off. I'm going to start it back up again. And please check us out, Hack Right Studios channel, Unboxing Eric, Unboxing Riley Martin. We have completed Unboxing Bigfoot It Is, but I think we are going to fill in something somewhere eventually with some good old Howard clips. But brand new topic next week. It's going to be an interesting one where we're going to be combining a little bit of true crime with grifting. And it's a very interesting
what is
story.
it? It must be the Chad Zumach story.
Ah, that's it. That's the one. We're going to need all the spooky sound effects for that one. All right, folks. Thank you.
He finally fired me, by the way.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Oh,
He
wait
put
a
out
minute.
tweet
Hold on.
asking for designers. So,
That's right.
If
Wait.
it's true, get ready for some stories, people.
Dooba Dooba Doo, thank you for the $5. Thanks for another fun show, guys. Glad you pulled the lever because Bacon Vince was ready to riot. You don't want to see him when he gets angry.
It's okay. He's Canadian. He'll ride and go, sorry, right after.
All right.
Sorry. I was
Thank
making fun
you.
of that the other night. I love Bacon. He's a good guy.
Thank you so much. Yes, we do love Bacon Bits. He's been very good to us. Please go.
Soon.
Yes, he is going to be a guest soon. And please go subscribe to his channel. I think he's pretty close to getting monetized. But all right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. And until next week, stay skeptical. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Hold on.
We got 5 gifted memberships.
Yeah, it always delays. There we go. Kahuna Nui.
Oh, shit. We both hit it.
Oh. Thank you very much for the 5 Luigi Greenberg memberships, Kahuna Nui. It was great to meet you in person. And please let me buy you breakfast next time we are in Vegas. Thank you so much, and I hope we get to do it again.
He got a membership for himself, like with gifting.
Wow, I don't think I've
never
seen that either.
before.
Well, take a look behind our paywall. Thank you so much.
To you, from you.
Yes. All right. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Until next week, stay skeptical and question everything.
It's not a ghost. You're just a dumbass. No spirit would care about your boring, lazy ass. Nobody's moving pictures or opening your cupboards. You just got a goldfish memory, my brother. So don't call me with this bullshit. Oh.
I ain't whiffing no farts. I ain't whiffing no farts. I ain't whiffing no farts. Farts, 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 farts.
Man, I'm woo. Ah, we got you.